Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first, Jamaicans are being put on alert this evening as farmers are reporting a shortage in fruits and vegetable production.
Vendors and farmers in St. Elizabeth said that production continues to be affected by drought and heat, and some farmers are not planting out of fear.
The government admits the sector is reeling from the roughest drought on record, but is promising support for farmers ahead of the Christmas period.
Giovanni Dennis has our story.
2 melons and 1 cantaloupe among a sleek display. Still beautiful, but short in supply. This is Newell High School today, an event marking World Food Day. It's Jamaica's breadbasket parish, St. Elizabeth, so it's hard not to notice the few melons and other produce on display. Vendors say the shortage is worsening.
Not only watermelon, but sweet potato, sweet peppers, scallion, a whole lot of stuff on the south side. That the south side produce cabbage, and they are pretty expensive because I have to go all the way to New Market to buy stuff.
Cynthia sells in Treasure Beach on the south side of the parish. Traveling up north to New Market is costly and increasingly bad for business.
They are pretty expensive, more than the usual. And just like anything else, everything else are expensive because they are on a shortage.
And no, you can't get melon more than so in this area.
No melon in this area.
And persons prefer melon.
Persons prefer melon, cantaloupe, and honeydew.
So what do you do when they come?
I can't do anything, just tell them I can't get any. Just like pineapple as well. Pineapple is short.
We spoke to a farmer, Junior. He blames climate change.
The problem is that the temperatures, high temperature cause abortion of flower. So we have shortage in vegetable. Melon not doing well, the cantaloupes not doing well, cucumber is not doing well because of the excess heat. Climate change is real, and it's affecting farmers.
Portfolio Minister Floyd Green concedes record drought since 2022 continues to hurt the sector.
We have had a very difficult year for agriculture, largely because of the weather. The reality is that we have gone through our driest period ever on record. We had an extended drought that extended from last year into this year. Normally in times that we would be getting rainfall last year, we didn't get it, and it carried over into this year. Outside of the drought, we are seeing elevated heat, so our temperatures are higher, which is causing much more pressure on our crops and on our livestock.
Mr. Ebanks is putting Jamaican shoppers on alert for the Christmas.
Well, definitely there's going to be a shortage of fruits and vegetables because the heat, they said, the forecast said it's going to continue all the way down into November, October, November. So with that in mind, farmers are staying away from growing because it's a major loss for them and it's very expensive to grow a crop. The smallest a crop, it's costs pretty close to $1 million or more per acre to produce.
Floyd Green says his ministry is ramping up support.
We're working with RADA. Recently, I would have announced an additional drought mitigation program. I would have provided some support directly to RADA and directly to MPs to help farmers in their constituency. So what we're going to be doing is ramping up direct support in the form of things like seedlings, in the form of fertilizer, so that our farmers can get planted again. Thankfully, we've seen an uptick in terms of the rain.
Junior Ebanks is calling on the government to do more to help farmers adapt.
Last year wasn't as hot as this year. This year is hot. Next year is forecast again to be even hotter. So every year is going to get worse. So have to do some climate adaptation to ensure that we can remain in the business.
On Wednesday, the Agriculture Minister signed off on a US $1 million project in Kitsentown to help farmers build resilience. In the meantime, he says the ministry is doing weekly monitoring, but he's not ruling out imports.
We look at every option. The reality is that we have to ensure that we're food secure for the Christmas.
Cynthia, in the meantime, is hopeful things will take a turn for the better.
I just have to trust God that I might get some. Because I'll get little at New Market, but for how long? And most of you buy them, they're not good anyway. I lose more than I gain.
A recent CARICOM and UN World Food Programme survey shows in the English-speaking Caribbean, the prevalence of severe food insecurity has increased by 72% since the onset of the pandemic and is worsening. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.